It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for the Walking Dead universe. We have a pretty interesting revelation and theory when it comes to the universe, and that has to do with radiation possibly being the cure for the Walker virus, something that was teased at in the latest episode of Fear the Walking Dead. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. Now, before we get into the details, I do want to give you a spoiler warning for Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 2. If you haven't caught up yet, now it's time to look away because we're going to dive into some details that are pretty major details in the universe, or could potentially become major details for the universe. So with that said, let's get into it. In the latest episode of Fear the Walking Dead 802, we witnessed some jaw-dropping moments that have fans intrigued. One of the most interesting revelations involves June's experiments with radiation and the potential cure for the Walker virus. June, of course, working alongside Padre, has been conducting experiments believing that radiation could somehow impact the Walker virus. Her theory suggests that individuals with some level of radiation in their bodies may have a chance at being cured from the virus. June's theory gains credibility when we consider Alicia's condition. Having been exposed to radiation in the past, Alicia was able to survive a Walker bite, even though she amputated her hand a little too late. And June witnessed this firsthand, which further solidified her belief in the radiation theory. And let's not forget that Alicia was exposed to radiation in a significant incident back in Season 5. If you remember, radiated Walker blood splattered on her face long before she was bitten and amputated her hand. This raises the possibility that a prerequisite for the radiation theory to work is a specific level of method of exposure that grants immunity to the Walker virus. So considering Alicia's unique journey and her encounter with radiation, it's plausible that her immunity could be linked to this specific exposure. But this raises further questions about the requirements for becoming immune and how it fits into the broader Walking Dead universe. And here is where things get complicated. If the show goes the direction of radiation being the cure, it raises some questions about how realistic it is. Let me explain. We've seen many scientists, doctors, and researchers throughout the Walking Dead universe, including the scientists of the CRM, Civic Republic Military, as well as scientists at the CDC, one of whom we saw pretty early on in the Walking Dead universe, invest their time into finding a cure, only to come up empty-handed. So June stumbling upon this by chance feels a bit forced, though not necessarily bad, because I don't think any of the scientists would really use radiation to find the cure, but still I feel like for this to really hit home, there should have been a bit more build up, and it just felt really random for June to find this out all of a sudden and this late. Another issue arises when we consider the walkers inside radiation zones. We've witnessed characters becoming infected after dying in those areas. If June's theory holds true, shouldn't we have seen more cases of survivors emerging from these zones? While it's plausible that it's a rare occurrence, it does raise questions about Alicia's uniqueness. And it brings up the question, are the writers going a direction where Alicia has a similar condition to Ellie, who is another big character in another zombie franchise, which is The Last of Us? And if that's the case, then that brings up the question of how unique and how original this story is. And this leads us to an even bigger important question. If Alicia is indeed special and her immunity is a result of radiation exposure, what does this mean for the ongoing Walking Dead universe, given that Alicia is likely never gonna come back in any major or significant way? And that's definitely a valid concern for fans to have, as it wouldn't make sense to introduce something that doesn't really provide any reward for the fans. But it is important to keep in mind that we still have questions that can be answered in the next few episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. And that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go through in this video. I'm definitely interested to know your thoughts and opinions, so share that in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.